shootout in Texas tonight. 51 Team Desperados, all after the same thing. They're after my crown. And one of them's gonna get it.
Live from El Paso, Texas, in high style, the 1987 Miss Teen USA pageant with Michael Young, Tracy Scoggin, the Dallas Cowboy cheerleader, the reigning Miss Teen USA, Allison Brown, the 51 candidates for the title of Miss Teen USA 1987. Our 51 contestants in the parade of states, beginning with Miss Alabama.
Elizabeth Ann Whitman, Pleasant Grove, Alabama! Lauren Straub, Wasilla, Alaska. Julie Hodges, Phoenix, Arizona. Paige D'Angelo, Springwood, Arkansas. Andy Ayler, El Toro, California. Nikki Anselmo, Denver, Colorado. Allison Barbo, Diorio, Fairfield, Connecticut. Christy Griffin, Newark, Delaware. Nicole Bobbin, the District of Columbia. Kimberly Edwards, Key West, Florida. Hope Allen, Thomaston, Georgia. Leslie Ann Long, Honolulu, Hawaii. Leandra Yee, Meridian, Idaho. Danielle Reese, Riverwood, Illinois. Terry Sullivan, Valparaiso, Indiana. Jan Hoyer, Fort Madison, Iowa. Stephanie Rasnick, Blackwater, Kansas. Tracy Marcy, Middlesbrough, Kentucky. Bobby Brown, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Donna Stevenson, Bangor, Maine. Renee Ruckstock, Pasadena, Maryland. Kristen Mastriani, Wilbraham, Massachusetts. Elena Hall, Warren, Michigan. Karen Hargrove, Shoreview, Minnesota. Christy Lynn Ennis, Holcomb, Mississippi. Sherry Gardner, Kansas City, Missouri. Andrew Melson, Bozeman, Montana. Susan Weichel, Alcorn, Nebraska. Terry Von Broca, Las Vegas, Nevada. Kara Dash, Nashville, New Hampshire. Tara Eltridge, Fort East, New Jersey. Samantha Romero Owens, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Michelle Kalinsky, Boston, New York. Peggy Blackwell, Fayetteville, North Carolina. Dana Decker, Fargo, North Dakota. Christy Hoyt, New Concord, Ohio. Rayan Kaufman, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Tracy Whittaker, Medford, Oregon. Tracy Reed, Myerstown, Pennsylvania. Leanne Johnson, Wakefield, Rhode Island. Carol Carver, Hilton Head, South Carolina. Camille Marlin, Keldon, South Dakota. Shane Kesselman, Nineville, Tennessee. Michelle Keckling, Spring, Texas. Tiffany DeMille, Orem, Utah. Christy Beltrami, Gary, Vermont. Christy Pierce, Colonial Heights, Virginia. Jonathan Sainsbury, Silla, Washington. Shirley Cullum, Beckley, West Virginia. Barbara Nelson, Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Kim Roberts, Rock Springs, Wyoming. I wonder who's hot tonight.
And now let's meet our star, our pageant royalty, beginning with our current Miss Teen USA, Allison Brown. Michelle Royer, Miss USA. And Cecilia Boloco, Miss Universe. The exciting Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. Our hostess, currently starring in the hit series The Coldies, Tracy Scoggins. And our host, television actor and MC, Michael Young.
The 1987 Miss Teen USA pageant is brought to you by new Secret Spring Breeze scent.
Teddy, the dishes.
Okay, Mom.
Now, or unglue them later.
Okay, Mom.
Theodore, in this lifetime. And get them so clean they shine.
Shine? With this gunk?
Joy's the name, and shine's the game. Ready, Teddy?
But this is dried egg.
Teddy, Joy attacks even dried on egg and cleans all the way to the shine.
The gunk's gone. And catch that shine.
Would a lemon lie? Lemon Fresh Joy gets dishes so clean they shine.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. This is my hair in the morning. So I wash it, just like you, and blow it dry, just like you. So how come my hair looks great despite all this? I discovered Pantene.
Pantene's Pro-Vitamin B5 complex penetrates your hair to give it inner strength so it looks healthier, stronger.
And it's always beautiful, just like mine.
Pantene shampoos and conditioners. Serious care for beautiful hair.
And now, a big Texas-style greeting for our host, Michael Young.
Thank you. Wow. I'm glad to be here in El Paso. You're terrific. It's going to be a hot time tonight, and we're here for the 5th annual Miss Teen USA pageant and the selection of the teenager who will join Miss Universe and Miss USA to make up the triple crown of beauty. But before we do that, there is someone very special that I'd like for you to meet. I'm the son of an Air Force officer, and I grew up in all sorts of different places around this country and the world, including Texas. But gotta watch that Texas word. But the beautiful lady who is our hostess tonight was not only born in Texas, she's a fifth-generation Texan. Please welcome the lovely star of the Colbys, Tracy Scoggins.
Hello. Good evening, Michael.
That is some reception you just got, huh?
These are my people. Texas, yeah.
We are all feeling a little Texan tonight, I guess.
Well, don't you look dashing tonight, Michael?
Well, thank you very much.
Right down to your shiny black Texas cowboy boots.
Did you say black cowboy boots? Folks, I want you to see these cowboy boots.
Oh, yeah. Those boots are made for walking or dancing or hosting or something.
Yeah, but do you like them? Are they neat?
I like them, and I like everything about this evening. It's exciting.
Yes, it is.
We're going to watch a young girl's come true, and we get to guess which one it'll be.
Yeah, you bet. And to help you judges at home with your guesses, we're going to give you another chance right now to see our 51 contestants in a specially taped swimsuit fashion show. Now, against some of the beautiful and outstanding backgrounds of the El Paso area, our teenagers were busy being teenagers while they were modeling swimsuits by Catalina Juniors.
The numbers you'll see on your screens at home during the fashion show represent the score that each young lady received in our preliminary competition. Michael will now show us and tell us about the beautiful combination of teens and Texas.
On the shores of this river, the Rio Grande, conquistadors and cowboys, gunfighters and lawmen have made history and created legends. Now we join some young ladies who hope to make a different kind of history in Texas tonight, beginning with Miss Rhode Island, Ray Ann Johnson. And here's Kimberly Edwards, Miss Florida. This is Casey Whitaker, Miss Oregon. And from the land of the Razorbacks, we greet Miss Arkansas, Paige Ann Yandel. And she's followed by this flower from the Garden State, Tara Eldridge, Miss New Jersey. Now it's time to head back to the Hacienda, the Popel House, and back in history to a time and place still honored in the Southwest, where once mail came by Pony Express and people arrived by stagecoach. It's here that their horses get to rest while the contestants try a variety of sports activities. Of course, those who prefer relaxing find they might get their minds changed. Learning that are Miss Alabama, Elizabeth Ann Woodman, and Jan Hoyer, who's Miss Iowa. Across an ocean and through two wickets comes Miss Hawaii, Leslie Ann Lum, and putting her foot down is Miss Louisiana, Bobby Brown. And rushing to the game with a quick stop for our photographer is Christy Lynn Addis, Miss Mississippi. And you can call the game table tennis or ping pong, but you call this lovely teenager in the jungle print tank suit Miss Kentucky, Tracy Marcy. Her opponent, Miss Pennsylvania, Tracy Reed, looks at the camera instead of the ball. The game is horseshoes, the suit is Moonshine Sparkle, and Miss Alaska is Lauren Straub. Now, this young lady's not a ringer, but that is for Miss Vermont, Christy Beltrami. We move from El Paso's rural outskirts to downtown in the Civic Plaza and jogger Renee Rebstock, Miss Maryland. Whether it's riding the range on a stallion or touring the plaza on a skateboard like Tiffany DeMille, Miss Utah, our ladies are ready. It's written where there are swimsuits, there must be beach balls. So there's Miss North Dakota, Dana Decker, and Cheryl Lee Cullop, Miss West Virginia. Looking sweet upon the seats of their bicycle built for two, and both wearing shimmering pastel suits, are Miss Washington, Jonna Sainsbury, and Raylyn Kaufman, Miss Oklahoma. In the midst of the rugged beauty of the dry West Texas countryside, we're surprised by a magnificent oasis, Mountain Shadow Lakes, where 105 acres of shimmering water extend some quickly accepted invitations. First, some water skiing for Miss California, Angie Ayler, and from the land of 10,000 lakes, Miss Minnesota, Karen Hargroves. Another water skier splashes a couple of New Englanders as they sun themselves on a raft. Miss Massachusetts, Kristen Mastriani, and Donna Stevenson is Miss Maine. Rubber balls and waterfalls for Miss New Mexico, Samantha Romero Owen. And Kim Roberts, who is Miss Wyoming. And then on to Elena Hall, who is Miss Michigan. Now, taking full advantage of this waterfall is Miss North Carolina, Peggy Blackwell. And in a Silver Star suit from the Lone Star State is Miss Texas, Rochelle Kessling. Making West Texas look like the South Seas is Miss Ohio, Christy Hoyt. And on the shore, skipping rope is the choice of Miss Tennessee, Shannon Lynn Castle. And coming from a place famous for fancy footwork, Miss District of Columbia, Nicole Bobbin. This is obviously not her first experience with a jump rope for Miss Wisconsin, Barbara Nelson. Just as bicycles, I'm sure, had to be part of growing up for Miss Georgia, Hope Allen. And, of course, in her bright floral print, Miss Arizona, Julie Hodges. But the water sports seem to be the big attraction for our contestants, and you sense their surprise as well as their enjoyment in finding them here. We find Miss Nevada, Terry Yvonne Broca, and Miss Montana, Andrea Madsen. As well as this young lady in a Bengal tiger print, Michelle Kalinsky, who is Miss New York. Leg power makes these pedal boats go for Camille Varlin, Miss South Dakota, and Miss Indiana, Terry Renee Solomon. And the rest of this traffic jam. But others let the breeze supply the power, like sailboaters Susan Weichel, Miss Nebraska, and Miss Idaho, Luann Relier, who doesn't really bear down on splashing the cameraman. As you'll see featured on tonight's telecast, our young people are really into keeping fit. It's aerobics for some, like Miss South Carolina, Carol Carver. Now, practicing her exercise and her relaxing is Miss Virginia, Christy Pierce. And in her monokini with a racing back, Miss New Hampshire, Kara Darris. Others seem to flip for acrobatics, like Miss Missouri, Sherry Gardner. And Christy Griffin, Miss Delaware. Meanwhile, there are those who combine working out with fun on the trampoline, like Danielle Reese, Miss Illinois. The vitality of our young people is demonstrated by Miss Colorado, Nikki Anselmo. No question about the fitness of Stephanie Resnick, Miss Kansas. Nor of this contestant, chosen by her peers, is Miss Amity at this year's pageant, Allison Barbeau Diorio, Miss Connecticut. The friendly and progressive city of El Paso merges with the majesty of the mountains to form a background as our ladies gather in Tom Lee Park at a monument marking the end of the Rocky Mountain chain to send a greeting to our host city and to you from the 1987 Miss Teen USA pageant.
While you judges at home are keeping score with pencil and paper, our celebrity panel will do their judging with the aid of our computer. In each of 3 categories, interview, swimsuit, and evening gown, the judges, using terminals like this one, will give each of our contestants a score from 1 to 9.99. Then the computer determines an average score for the contestant in that category. You at home, and only you, will see those average scores on this special monitor. They won't be seen on our monitors here in the theater. I'll be recapping the top 3 scores with you after each competition. Want to know who our 10 semifinalists will be? I know I do. And we'll all find out when Michael announces their names right after this.
Maybelline creates Color Wand Powder Eyeshadow. Twist. Release. Color. New Color Wand Powder Eyeshadow. eyeshadow from Maybelline. 12 elegant wands of rich color that let you shadow, shape, line, and define for the most beautiful eyes you've ever seen. Just twist, release, and color. With new Color Wand by Maybelline.
Zestfully clean.
Zestfully clean.
Soap leaves a sticky film on you that won't rinse away, but Zest rinses you fully clean.
You're not fully clean unless you're zestfully clean.
Can't somebody make tapes that don't rip diapers?
Somebody has. Tear-proof taping on a tear-proof surface that won't rip, won't tear.
Where do I get them?
Only on New Love's Deluxe.
Fruit Wheats, the in cereal. Fruit Wheats, whoa. An incredible taste in each bite that you take. Inside you get strawberry, apple, or raisin. Fruit Wheats, the in cereal. Fruit Wheats, the in cereal. Fruit Wheats, the in cereal. Fruit Wheats, Nabisco.
Welcome back. Our celebrity panel of judges got a head start on you folks at home. You see, the judging has actually been going on for this whole past week. Each of our celebrity judges held personal interviews with each contestant. Then there was an evening gown competition where each young lady was judged in a gown of her own choosing. And then a swimsuit competition where each contestant wore the same style swimsuit. Now, these competitions resulted in the scores that determine our 10 semifinalists. Cheerleaders?
Here they are, the 51, moving down to 10 before we're done. Now you judges picked them right, and we're gonna find out who's hot tonight.
Well, it's a very important moment right now for our 51 young ladies, one of whom will win the title of Miss Teen USA 1987, along with cash and merchandise worth over $150,000. Yeah, I'm about to pick up the computer printout with the names of our 10 semifinalists.
As Michael gets the score, just a reminder, you at home will see on your screen the average score each contestant got for the 3 preliminary competitions. But the audience, the contestants, and the judges themselves won't see those scores.
Well, the names will be announced in no particular order. Now let's begin our list of 10 semifinalists with Miss North Carolina. Our second semifinalist, Miss District of Columbia. Next we go to the Deep South and Miss Georgia. Our fourth semifinalist from the Northeast, Miss Massachusetts. We're halfway there with our fifth semifinalist, Miss Oklahoma. semifinalist is from California. Four more to go, and we continue with Miss North Dakota. And we're back to the Deep South, Miss Louisiana. Two more ladies with a chance to be Miss Teen USA, and our 9th semifinalist, Miss New York. Oh, the tension is building. One more with a chance to be Miss Teen USA. It's Miss Mississippi. And there they are, the 10 semifinalists for the title of Miss Teen USA.
Well, I can just hear the arguments in living rooms all over the country right now. Oh, I think Miss So-and-so is going to win. Are you kidding? Miss such-and-such is a shoo-in. And how about you? How did you do? Our judges gave the highest average score in the preliminary competition to Miss Mississippi, with Miss California second and Miss North Dakota third. Okay, armchair judges, all those scores are discarded now. Now you can really start matching your opinions with those of our celebrity panel, because it's a brand new competition. Everything our panel sees and hears from now on will be seen and heard by you too. For example, the interview competition, which will be coming up right after this word from ERA.
When stains are set in, soaked through, dried on, you need the protein power of AeroPlus. AeroPlus, protein power to cut clean through.
You felt diarrhea coming on this morning and you came to work anyway.
Why?
Why do we do it? Who knows? But Pepto-Bismol is what we can do about it. As it coats, it helps soothe away diarrhea. The one that coats is the only one you need.
USA pageant from El Paso will continue after these words.
Thursday.
The bumps you feel are asteroids smashing into the hull of this ship. We're also out of coffee.
Are you ready for terror in outer space?
You're putting everybody else on that ship in jeopardy.
Robert Hayes and Julie Haggerty star in the high-flying Airplane 2, Thursday.
This is CBS.
Hi. I just moved in next door. Could I borrow a Diet Pepsi?
Sure. Yes.
Be right with you.
When you go all out for taste, the taste to go out for is Diet Pepsi.
You okay
Here's your Diet Pepsi.
Thanks. I hope it wasn't too much trouble.
No trouble at all.
Diet Pepsi, the choice of a new generation.
This is McDonald's Quarter Pounder. It costs $1.40. This is Wendy's Quarter Pound Single. It's the same size, comes with lettuce and tomato, and only costs 99 cents. Now, to me, it seems like McDonald's just wants more money for their burger, while Wendy's simply wants more customers for theirs. Hey, Wendy's, for 99 cents, count me in.
And for a limited time only, get one of these outrageous jazz caps for only $1.99.
Revenge of the Nerds Part 2. A review at 10.
Hey, you want a recipe for some exciting television? Try this one. You take 10 attractive, excited teenagers, then you ask each of them questions they haven't been told about in advance, then you add the ingredient of competition, and then to top it all off, you make it live. What you and I are about to get is the Miss Teen USA interview competition, beginning with Miss North Carolina. Now, Miss North Carolina is Peggy Blackwell. She's 17 years old from Fayetteville, North Carolina, and you're the president of your local chapter of SAD. Now, tell us what SAD stands for.
SAD stands for Students Against Driving Drunk, and I'm the president of that SAD chapter at my school. And what we do is we go around and we try to convince teenagers that they can have a good time without drinking and driving, without drugs and alcohol, and to just be themselves and don't use peer pressure as a motive.
It's a very important message. How do you go about getting it across?
Well, we do TV commercials, radio commercials. We have announcements at school. We have a variety of things that we do, mostly just going out to your friends and telling them what the importance is and what the dangers are.
Peggy, I also understand that you want to be involved in journalism, and you wrote an interesting article for your high school newspaper to sort of get everybody involved in the prom. Tell us this unique article.
What I did was I used something different. I did a quiz and asked people what they thought about the prom, and I wanted to categorize people in 4 different categories, and I'd like to quiz you if you don't mind.
Well, tell me the categories first. Okay. What are the categories?
A, an average Joe.
Okay.
B, a sensible person. C, a romantic. Or D, a partier.
All right, ask me a question.
Okay. Michael, if you were at the prom with that special person, but all of a sudden someone came and cut in, would you A, step aside, B, go sit down and wait for your loved one, D, cut right back in, or C, go back and try to have a good time? It's prom night.
I'd cut back in. What does that make me?
Partier.
I always believed in these tests. Thank you, Peggy Blackwell.
Thank you.
Miss North Carolina. And next we have Miss District of Columbia, Nicole Bobbitt, who's 17, attends Duke Ellington School for the Performing Arts, and is just being accepted into this school is quite an honor. By the way, you've got quite a crowd there.
Oh, I know. My family is all right there.
This is everybody from D.C. who isn't involved in the contra hearings, I know. Tell us about this school for the performing arts. Did you have to audition to get in?
Yes, I did. It's Duke Ellington School for the Performing Arts, and it's located in the District of Columbia. And we have different categories. We have the dance department, we have the theater department, the music instrumental, literary arts, and visual arts. And you do have to audition.
Is it like the school that we saw in the movie and the TV series Fame?
It's a little like Fame, but Fame makes it look a little bit easier, and it's a lot of hard work.
What do you plan to do after you get out? Are you going to go to college? What kind of a career are you looking for?
Well, first of all, I would like to pursue my career in entertainment and get into Broadway, television sitcoms, and later on and just finish my career in entertainment, and then continue into law school and become an entertainment attorney.
An entertainment attorney? What would you do if some unscrupulous club owner was, well, let's say, doesn't want to pay one of your clients who just performed at his club? What would you say to him?
Well, I think I'll just wait for that case to come along and I'll handle it then.
Just like a lawyer. Nicole Bobbitt, thank you very much. Miss District of Columbia. Next we have Miss Georgia, Hope Allen. Hope is 16 years old, an honor student and vice president of her class in Thomaston, Georgia. I know about Thomaston, Georgia, and that's famous for antebellum homes, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Do you have one of those nice big old homes?
Well, it's very big, and it's one of the oldest in Thomaston. It's 200 years old, and I have a secret drawer under my windowsill that's built into the house where they hid silver back in the Civil War days.
When Sherman was marching through?
Yes.
What do you plan to do after high school?
I plan to do some more modeling, and then I plan to go on to college and major in television communications, maybe journalism.
Why journalism?
Well, I think that people have a right to know the truth, and I think to have an honest person in the television business would be a definite asset to our country.
Okay, Hope. Not sure how I should take that. Your chaperone told me that you were missing cheerleading practice to be here. Are you a good cheerleader?
Well, I like to think so.
How do you get a crowd that, let's say you have a losing team, how do you get them, fired up?
Well, we do a cheer, and we get them all to stand up, and then we do a class cheer, which means, like, the freshmen get to go against the sophomores, and the sophomores against the seniors and whatnot, and it gets them really fired up, and our team is really good, so they're behind us all the way.
Do you know what works with this crowd?
Texas.
Thank you very much, Hope Allen. Miss Georgia. Next we have Miss Massachusetts, Kristen Mastriani. She's 16 years old from Wilbraham, and she's the winner of numerous awards for modeling and cheerleading. Have you decided on your career yet?
Well, yes, I want to go on to college and work with children, either own my own daycare or be a teacher.
I like working with kids, too. Do you do a lot of babysitting?
Well, for my little brother, I have to stay home once a weekend. I can only go out one night a weekend.
Is your little brother easy to babysit?
No, he doesn't listen to me.
He doesn't? Why? What does he say?
If I tell him to do something, he just says, no, you're not my mother, you're not my father, and I do what I want.
Sounds like my sister Laura and I. Let's see, you're 16 years old. Do you have a driver's license yet?
No, I just got my permit the Monday before I came here.
Are you looking forward to getting a car?
Yes.
I understand your dad's a used car dealer. Is he going to be looking out for you?
Yeah, I want a 1966 red Mustang convertible.
You hear that, Dad? Thank you very much, Kristen Mastriani.
Thanks.
Miss Massachusetts. And next we have Miss Oklahoma, Raylyn Kaufman, 17 years old from Oklahoma City, and the winner of a full scholarship to Dallas Art Institute. Great. What are you going to major in?
Fashion merchandising.
Do you design your own clothes?
Yes, I do. I designed the dress I'm wearing tonight.
Oh, evening gown?
Yes.
We'll be looking forward to that. Do you design clothes for men? I mean, could you tell what kind of clothes I ought to be wearing, that sort of thing?
I hope to think so, since I plan on being a designer.
Do you think I need better tux?
Of course not. You look great.
I love it. I love it. I know also that you are a preacher's kid. And is that difficult or is that easy? Is there a burden? Tell us about it.
No, it's quite great. I love it. Of course, I've always been one all my life, so I don't know any different type of a life, so.
And your dad's out there. Also, your brother Timmy is here, right?
Yes.
And I understand he turned 16 yesterday. Have you been introducing him around?
Of course. He loves all the girls. He thinks they're beautiful. He's already picked out about 2 or 3 that he wants to be his girlfriend.
I've also been told he has been looking over the prizes you might get if you win, and he knows what he's going to do with them, including the makeup. He's going to sell it. Watch your brother Timmy.
Well.
Thank you very much, Miss Oklahoma, Raylyn Kaufman. Well, we've met our first semifinalists, our first 5, and we're going to get to know the other 5 a little bit better in just a few moments, so stay with us.
In the background are 10 young ladies in pursuit of the crown. And here with me is the young lady who wears that crown, the reigning Miss Teen USA from Oklahoma, Allison Brown. Allison, do you remember last year's interview competition?
I sure do, and I was really nervous, just like they are now.
Now, since that night, about how many times have you been interviewed?
Oh, I guess several hundred times, and I still get nervous sometimes.
You nervous now?
No, we practice all this in dress rehearsal.
Pretty and honest, what a combination. But they don't get to rehearse. And we'll be back with more of their interviews right after this.
I don't have a thing on my face. Nothing that isn't hypoallergenic. Nothing that isn't fragrance-free. Nothing but great Almay color. And Almay's nothing is really something. Intriguing eyeshadows, rich mascaras, luscious lipsticks, all in colors from shy to wild. Almay color, everything you want, and nothing you don't.
Well, if you ask me, Class Act gives you everything you need to succeed in school. Binders to help you be more prepared. School bags to keep you organized. Folders for those important discoveries. Even answering machines. Plus all the other tools that will help you reach your full potential as an adult.
Stuff it, sack it, got it, book it. From Class Act.
Well, it's time now to resume our interview competition, and we're going to begin with Miss California. She's Angie Ayler. She's 15 years old from El Toro, California. And in school, she has a perfect straight A average. Angie, do good grades come easy? Oh, wait a minute, that's easily. It's an adverb. Do they come easily?
Well, actually they do. I do work very hard for my grades, though. And I love my teachers. I love school. And so that's what makes it easy. And my friends at home, everybody that's watching, hi! And they make it all the easier, so.
Well, you're different than me. I had to work too hard. Is this your first trip to Texas?
No, it's not. I've been here several times, and my parents were both born and raised here. My dad in Paris, Texas, and my mom in Irving, Texas. And then I'm a California native, so I moved to California, and...
Have you enjoyed getting around here and having some of the great Mexican food?
Yes, I love Mexican food.
What's your favorite?
Fajitas, for sure. Love them.
How about any Spanish? Have you learned any Spanish while you were here?
Sí. Pequeña, though. I take French. But
I like your Spanish. Say something for us.
El Pasoense es muy simpático, es muy alegre.
Thank you, Miss California. Angie Ayler, thank you. Next we have Miss North Dakota, Dana Decker. And Dana is 17 years old from Fargo. Let's see, and you are a recipient of the President's Council on Physical Fitness Award for the last 8 years in a row. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, you're a recent high school graduate. What do you plan to do now that you're out?
My goal is to get a degree in business and then hopefully open about 5 women's clothing stores around the world, and they would include clothes that I design.
You see, nowadays they don't just say a store. They want 5. They want a chain. They want to do it right. A retail store. What would make your stores unique?
Because they would be clothes that I design.
And where would you want to have these stores?
Paris, France, Austria, some in the United States, New York, California.
You like to travel?
Yes, I love to travel.
Well, why don't you tell the folks in Fargo, North Dakota right now what it's been like here in El Paso, Texas?
It's been great. They're great people. It kind of seems like I'm at home, and I'm kind of sad to leave.
Well, I know you're going to take back a lot of friends. Thank you very much, Miss North Dakota.
Thank you.
Dana Decker. And next we have Miss Louisiana, Bobby Brown. She's 17 years old from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, recent high school graduate, secretary of her junior class. Well, now that you graduated, what are your plans?
Well, I've always wanted to be a successful model, travel, and just make the best of my life. And if I can't be a professional model and succeed at what I want to do, I have college plans.
afterwards.
Have you been modeling at all?
Yes, I model in Baton Rouge. I do a lot of print work. I'm not quite tall enough to do runway yet, but I love modeling.
What would you say to a young girl who says she wants to be a model? What would be the advice you'd give her?
Just to be yourself. It's a lot of fun. Consider it not really being hard work, but just to enjoy every moment and smile pretty and big.
Do you have an agent yet that goes out and gets you these bookings?
No, I need one though.
Well, what kind of agent are you looking for?
One that can get me work.
Bobby, when you find him, would you share his name and number with me?
I sure will.
Thank you, Bobby Brown, Miss Louisiana. And next we have Miss New York, Michelle Kalinsky. She's 18 years old, from Ballston Spa, New York, captain of the cheerleading squad. Now, you graduated in June. What have you been doing since your graduation?
I've been here.
We have been here a while, haven't we?
Yes, we have. I've been here since 10 days after graduation.
Wow, have you been having fun?
I've been having a great time.
See, everybody thinks this is just one night, but there's a lot of work and preparation that goes into it, right?
There certainly is.
What are your career plans? What do you plan to do when you get home?
Well, I'll be finishing up cosmetology school, and I'll be moving to New York City in January, where I'll be going to college for fashion merchandising and management, and hopefully I'll be working in a salon and be working in a big store.
Have you ever been to the Big Apple before?
I certainly have.
How do you cope? I mean, going from this, you're from a small town, right?
Very small.
Going to that big city, I mean, does it frighten you at all?
Not at all. It's fantastic.
I think you're going to find people very nice. Don't talk to strangers, though.
I won't.
You're into working out, right? What's your regimen to stay trim and fit?
Just to be the best you can be and to work yourself as far as you can. You can't push yourself. It's way too much.
That's my excuse. Thank you, Miss New York. Michelle Kalinsky. Next, we have Miss Mississippi, Christy Lynn Addis. She's 16 years old, a high school junior, and 5-time national baton twirling champion. Wow. From Holcomb, Mississippi. Now, I'm not familiar with Holcomb. How many people live there?
Well, not too many people are familiar with Holcomb. It's a really small town in Mississippi, and gosh, I couldn't guess at the population, but maybe 247 people, maybe 248 when I get back, because I know a friend that's expecting.
It's about as precise as you can get. I understand in your bio it says that you enjoy, and let me get this right, I've never heard of this, grabbling. What is that?
Grabbling's also in Holcomb. Grabbling is hand fishing, a hand fish.
How do you do that?
There's a river near my house, and what you do is it's really hard to explain, but you go to the river and you catch the fish with your hand, and you have to use like old bathtubs or old heated water tanks that you put in the river, and snakes can't get in there, so it's okay. But
I was worried about the snakes. Now, you also said in your bio you wanted to be an author. What kind of books would you like to write?
Well, writing is a hobby of mine. I keep all of the poems and short stories and all the things that I've written, and my first poems date back to when I was in 3rd grade, so it's been a hobby for a long time. And my goal is to write my own best-selling novel one day, and I've already started on my first one.
She's going to write about a baton twirler grabs fish with her hands. Thank you, Miss Mississippi. Christy Lynn Addis. Well, our first semifinal competition is over. I hope you enjoyed it. But if you've got your winner all picked out, just a word of caution. We have 2 more competitions yet to come.
In our interview competition, our panel gave the highest score to Miss Mississippi, with Miss North Dakota 2nd, and Miss District of Columbia 3rd. You'll be meeting the outstanding panel of celebrity judges who will select our winner, and you'll learn what the new Miss Teen USA is going to win when we come back right after this word from Pringles.
You'll get it. Do it one more time.
I got it! Fever! We got it too! Fever!
Fever?
We got the fever for the flavor of a Pringles. Fever! It's that deep fried taste! Fever! It's that crispy,
as a powder. You love it as a spot fighter.
Cascade. Beautiful.
Now there's a new way to get virtually spotless dishes. Now there's Cascade, the liquid. That famous sheeting action for virtually spotless dishes is now available in new Liquid Cascade.
Liquid Cascade. Terrific.
Cascade for virtually spotless dishes.
Don't you just hate it? Now, you're all set to wear your brand new swimsuit. The suit it took weeks to find. I mean, the suit is so great. It's going to make your boyfriend drop the cocoa butter. And then the first sunny day, wouldn't you know it?
Kotex Security tampons can protect that suit because security expands in not just one direction, but two for a more secure fit.
The lifeguard even dropped his cocoa butter.
Security tampons for a fit that really protects. You can count on Kotex.
Well, the map says that we're in West Texas, but for our winner, El Paso will be the place at the end of the rainbow. You see, in addition to having her dream come true, there are going to be prizes and cash and merchandise with a value of more than $150,000. Here's Tracy to tell us about it.
Day or night, Miss Teen USA will enjoy her new Windsong Rattan Day Bed and End Tables from Berkshire Furniture Company with coverings, pillows, and matching window fabrics from Burlington. She will win 100 top movies, including Crocodile Dundee, soon to be available on video cassette from Paramount Home Video. She'll receive a Yamaha electronic keyboard and organ, featuring the latest in digital tone generation with state-of-the-art easy play features that allow the beginner to sound like a full band the very first day. Miss Teen USA will tan richly with her new Sun Swivel 700S from Rothschild Sun Systems. Wherever she tans, Rothschild Sun Swivel always brings in the sunshine, rain or shine. The new Miss Teen USA will receive a $10,000 cash award, plus a complete wardrobe of sportswear and swimwear from Catalina Juniors, the official supplier for all of our Miss Teen USA contestants. Before you can blink, she will receive a $6,000 cash award from Minolta, plus video products and the revolutionary Maxim SLR autofocus system, the world's most complete autofocusing camera, from the mind of Minolta. Miss Teen USA will let the good times roll on her brand new Kawasaki jet ski watercraft, the powerful 300SX, designed for quick turns and wild fun on a river, lake, or ocean. Our winner will drive in style in her Mazda RX-7 sports car, featuring the special GXL luxury package and a fuel-injected rotary engine. Mazda, the more you look, the more you like. In addition to a $5,000 cash award, Miss Teen USA will win a year's wardrobe from Kinney, the Great American Shoe Store, the official footwear supplier of the Miss Teen USA pageant. Kinney has a style for every occasion, including tonight. For those moments that are important, our Miss Teen USA will receive, in addition to a $10,000 cash award, a 5-year supply of cosmetics from Maybelline, the official cosmetic for the Miss Teen USA pageant. In addition to a $5,000 designer wardrobe from Mary McFadden, our winner will receive a $5,000 cash award, both from Secret, the official antiperspirant of the Miss Teen USA pageant. From K Jewelers Incorporated, this captivating 2-carat heart-shaped diamond pendant set in 14-karat gold, plus an exquisite 1.5-carat diamond bracelet, both enhanced by K's exclusive 10 assurances. To top off her wardrobe, our winner will receive this magnificent natural black llama mink coat, awarded by the internationally famous Flemington Fur Company, Flemington, New Jersey.
And the new Miss Teen USA will win an appearance on the Columbia Pictures television series, The New Gidget. It's time now to meet the people who'll decide who collects that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. They, of course, are the members of our celebrity judges panel. And here's Michael to introduce them.
Thanks, Tracy. Now, before I introduce our panel, I just want to thank you on behalf of the pageant and all of the contestants for your dedication, because I know how hard this is. First, our first judge, along with his lovely partner, Ty Babylonia, has been a dominant force in American and international ice skating. They were title holders in both the senior and junior pairs before equaling their amateur successes as professionals. Please welcome Randy Gardner. An editor for several national magazines, she has also been a college professor, author, and poet. Currently, she's the editor-in-chief of both Black Elegance and Black Elegance Presents Hair and Beauty magazines. She is Sharon Skeeter. His national best-selling book and acclaimed video, Makeover Magic, has gone gold. This celebrity beauty expert has developed a company training thousands in cosmetic application and sales. Here is Michael Marin. Her fast-rising career has been highlighted by appearances worldwide in print ads, TV commercials, and roles on Magnum PI and Growing Pains. But it all began in 1985 when she was crowned as Miss Teen USA. Please welcome back Kelly Hu. A royal hairstylist with salons in London and Beverly Hills, he designed the look for Bo Derek in the movie 10, Julie Andrews in Victor Victoria, and a totally new Mariel Hemingway in the new film Sunset. Here is Michael John. A successful model, businesswoman, jet pilot, and author of the successful book, How to Look Terrific in a Bathing Suit. She's currently planning to set a new speed record flying a Boeing 747 around the world to raise money for the teen anti-drug organization Just Say No to Drugs. Here is Captain Terry Jones. A producer and director, a singer, and an actor with extensive credits both in the United States and Canada. He's best known to audiences as Tony Carlisle in the daytime drama Another World. Please welcome John H. Brennan. An actor in films, television, and stage, he recently completed the feature film State of Emergency with his father, Martin Sheen. They also recently starred on stage with Burt Reynolds in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Here is Ramon Sheen. As managing editor of one of the nation's best-selling teen-oriented entertainment publications, Bop, she is currently launching a new entertainment magazine with the Laufer Publishing Company called The Big Bopper. Please greet Adele Laufer. Actors dream of being on a hit TV series. Well, this young actor is known for being on 2 at the same time. He's the idealistic reporter on the TV series Hard Copy and also the drug-dealing attorney on LA Law. Please welcome Dean Devlin. Now, along with ice skating partner Randy Gardner in 1979, they won the U.S. Nationals and the World Championships in Vienna. They have created an instructional video entitled How to Ice Skate. And this fall, they'll be on tour starring in Festival on Ice. Here is the beautiful Ty Babylonia. Well, along with the applause of our audience, you have the gratitude of everyone connected with this pageant. Thank you very much, judges. We appreciate it.
One thing I learned quickly about this pageant is that nothing just happens. Somebody makes it happen. And that certainly includes the people here in Texas. They've shown everyone, they've shown everyone that Southwestern hospitality is something very special too. We'd like to thank everyone, and a special thanks to El Paso County Judge Luther Jones, Mayor Pro Tem of El Paso, Ed Elsey, Chairman of the Board of the Greater El Paso Civic Convention and Tourist Bureau, and the host committee chairman, Henry Ellis. thanks to you, gentlemen, and to everyone who's been so helpful. The swimsuit competition, the second of our semifinal categories, happens right after this.
Little spiky bangs or gelled up hair. This would never be me.
Trendy looks come and go, but what you want is clean hair. Ivory Clean.
Oh, I've used a lot of shampoos that I get a really heavy buildup with them, and I did not feel that when I used Ivory.
Ivory cleans gently without a lot of extra stuff that builds up.
Ivory shampoo and conditioner means clean, shiny, natural hair.
The Ivory difference? Naturally clean hair without heavy buildup.
Do you believe in magic? New lemon fresh dash. It's a dash of lemon in a fresh new way. The magic lemon scent will take you away. A dash of lemon in your dash, lemon fresh, clean and bright. A dash of lemon in your wash, a lot of freshness in your life. It's a fresh, clean, brighter place, and you will say they put a dash of lemon in new lemon fresh dash.
The Miss Teen USA pageant from El Paso will continue after these words.
Friday. Bugs is a good actor. He basically plays himself.
Hollywood's hottest stars salute the Bugs Bunny Looney Tunes 50th anniversary.
That's all, folks.
Then it's a loving tribute for a dancing legend, Fred Astaire. Relive his charm, his grace, his humor. It's the American Film Institute's 2-hour salute to Fred Astaire, Friday.
This is CBS.
And a pleasant good evening, everybody. I'm Marty Aarons, and coming up on 7 News at 10, you'll see why some people in Adams County are being kicked out of their apartment buildings tonight. The verdict is guilty in the murder trial of Gary Davis, and now the jury will make a decision on life or death. And will Pat Schroeder run for the White House? Tonight, we begin a special series examining her possible presidential candidacy. And now this.
G'day from Matilda Bay, Australia, where the boomerang bashes a humdinger.
Ready, set, throw! Cooler break!
Of course, there's plenty of Matilda Bay wine cooler. Ordinary coolers couldn't cut it round here, and that's why we nutted out Aero. Tastes fruity and juicy, very smooth though, so everybody has a terrific time, even if the boomerangs are a little late coming home. Discover Matilda Bay Cooler. Take your taste away from the everyday.
Complete news, weather, and sports at 10. Hope you'll join us.
Where would you like to take a big vacation? Chances are Albertsons and Continental Airlines can take you there. Now you can get certificates for 2 one-way tickets to anywhere Continental flies within the continental U.S. for only $89.95 each when you buy $50 worth of groceries at Albertsons. In Denver, Grand Junction, and Colorado Springs, fly for as low as $69.95 each way to special destinations. Just come into Albertsons for your Fly the Big Skies package.
Dear Mervins, I just want to tell you how much I love the comforter I bought at your store. I have to be so careful how much money I spend, and it's wonderful to find a store with so many nice things and prices I can afford. Mrs. Constance Van, Ogden, Utah.
Sincerely yours, Mervyn's. Join the 7 sports team at Bronco Camp 87.
Keeping fit is a big part of the lifestyle of the 80s for everyone, and that's especially true for American teenagers. Today's young people look forward to an exciting life and want to be in top condition to enjoy it. The fascination with these fitness machines suggests the background for this year's swimsuit competition. So please welcome our 10 semifinalists in their competition swimwear from Catalina Juniors, beginning with Miss North Carolina.
Peggy is 5 feet 10.5 inches tall and weighs 115 pounds. She is 17 years old with dark brown hair and dark brown eyes.
District of Columbia.
17-year-old Nicole has dark brown hair and dark brown eyes. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighs 115 pounds.
Miss Georgia.
Hope is 16 years old with brown hair and blue eyes. She weighs 120 pounds and is 5 feet 8 inches tall.
Miss Massachusetts.
16-year-old Kristen weighs 118 pounds and is 5 feet 6 inches tall. Kristen is a green-eyed blonde.
Miss Oklahoma.
Raylan's hair is blonde and her eyes are brown. She's 17 years old, weighs 108 pounds, and stands 5 feet 6 inches tall.
Miss California.
15-year-old Angie is 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighs 128 pounds. She has blonde hair and brown eyes.
Miss North Dakota.
Dana is 5 feet 7.5 inches tall and weighs 114 pounds. She has blonde hair, blue eyes, and she's 17 years old.
Miss Louisiana.
Bobby's hair is blonde and her eyes are blue. She's 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighs 114 pounds. Bobby is 17 years old.
Miss New York.
18-year-old Michelle weighs 112 pounds and is 5 feet 5.5 inches tall. Her hair is blonde and her eyes are green.
Miss Mississippi.
Christy has blonde hair and brown eyes. She's 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighs 108 pounds. Christy is 16 years old.
Well, we've completed the second of our third semi-finalist competitions, meaning we've moved a little closer to determining who will be the new Miss Teen USA.
So, you think American teenagers are in shape? Our judges gave the top score to Miss Mississippi, with Miss North Dakota second and Miss Oklahoma third. Teenagers are people who have messy rooms, sloppy clothes, and wonderful, exciting futures. Our contestants are going to tell us how they see the future in a very special way when we come back after this word from Class Act.
The thing I noticed is the students who carry Sackett school bags have certain things in common. They feel good about sharing their work. They're sticklers for organization, curious about their fellow students. But above all, they stay cool in pressure situations.
Sackett, the school bags.
Isn't this short as biology?
It's home ec, bud. Phil, you're overreacting. We've got 30 people out there. Okay, I made a crude remark about your breath. I apologize.
There's no mouthwash. I looked.
I bought something new.
It's cool, crisp, like nothing you've ever tasted. Whoa!
It's Scope. Taste it.
Introducing Scope Peppermint. Yes, peppermint. Like original mint, it kills germs like medicine-y mouthwash, and your breath's icy clean. Whoa!
Exactly, Phil. Whoa.
Now the power of Scope comes in peppermint, too.
You know what teens are all about? Shows in their music and in their clothes, their lifestyles, their ambitions. Also shows in the way they communicate. But it especially shows in their plans for the future. For our young ladies, for our current title holder, Allison Brown, and for teenagers everywhere, what better way to share their plans than, of course, by telephone? Somebody want to bring me a telephone here?
Here's your telephone, big guy.
Thank you, Seco.
You're welcome.
You better get ready. You're in this next production number, you know.
Oh, boy. I'm out of here.
It's just what I need, a robot with an ego. Oh, it's busy, of course.
With X-ray eyes.
Things are going great, and they're only getting better. I'm doing all right, getting good grades. The future's so bright. I gotta wear shades. I wear my sunglasses. Shades. I wear my sunglasses. Shades.
you guys. Really something. For all our contestants, this pageant experience is both work and play. Rehearsals, fittings, interviews, and photo sessions, they're the work. But they've also found time to be just teenagers having fun.
Our contestants were the guests of honor at a 4th of July parade, which kicked off a salute to them that was as American as apple pie and as Mexican as a hot tamale. A time for fireworks that lit up the sky and fun that lit up their faces. At Indian Cliffs Ranch, they found a petting zoo and lost their hearts to a miniature donkey named Chihuahua. After a quick trip across the Cordova Bridge, our teenagers became international travelers when they were invited to a polo match in El Paso's sister city, Juarez, Mexico. There was a spirit of friendship among the contestants that emphasized what the letter U represents in USA. Back at their host hotel, appropriately for the fireworks time, they were turned into sparklers at the makeup clinic conducted by Stan Place from Maybelline, the official cosmetic for the Miss Teen USA pageant. Games are always part of fun weekends, something that wasn't overlooked by some good neighbors in Juarez, who invited our contestants to a spirited soccer match between teams from Mexico and the USA. In this area, people speak English, Spanish, and a universal language called shopping, especially at the Juarez Marketplace. Tradition and culture, like food, are most appreciated when shared, and the Tigua Indians reached across centuries in welcoming our contestants. Western Playland lived up to its name, and our teenagers avoided the usual weekend traffic. Driver education class was never like this, or like this. Here's the mystery contestant racing across the starkly barren red sand dunes. What's louder and more fun than the loudest firecracker? How about 51 teenagers at Magic Landing Amusement Park, especially on the roller coaster? El Paso's old Franklin Opera House was the setting for another American tradition, the square dance, with everyone dressed in their sportswear by Catalina Juniors. How better to wind up this adventure than with a desert hayride to Fort Misery? Throw in a cookout and a sing-along, and you've got the perfect recipe for fun.
Our contestants have told me that they had an even better time than it looked like they were having. But it's time to get back to the competition. And next, it's evening gowns, coming up right after this.
I never thought that eating light was gonna get me through the night.
It's new Crisco oil, and you're gonna love eating light.
Baby, you're the one who put the healthy in my healthy appetite. I must have been in the dark if this is eating light. Baby, you're the one who put the healthy in my healthy appetite.
Put heavy oil on light foods? No way. We've made new Crisco oil with no additives. So let the taste of your light cooking come through.
I must have been in the dark if this is eating light. Baby, you're the one who put the healthy in my healthy appetite.
New Crisco oil for today's healthy appetites.
Introducing the fullest, thickest, fluffiest softness of any fabric softener. Introducing new Downy, the most softness, the fluffiest softness ever.
Our things are plenty soft.
But there's never been softness this fluffy. So fluffy you can actually see the difference. Downy towels fluff higher. New Downy softens best.
Fluffy.
New Downy, bursting with the fullest, thickest, fluffiest softness ever.
Much softer.
Smells good.
Only Downy's April Fresh. and now bursting with the fluffiest softness. New, brand new Downy, the fluffiest softness of any fabric softener ever.
Here in West Texas, on the banks of the Rio Grande, you find the same excitement for life and the same dreams that young people all over the country enjoy. You also find that they like tradition and romance here. A starry Texas night, a terraced garden, a big West Texas moon, and the celebrated El Paso Youth Symphony Orchestra all come together to form the setting for tonight's evening gown competition. And we begin with Miss North Carolina. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1987 Miss Teen USA Evening Gown Competition begins with Miss North Carolina. District of Columbia. Georgia. Miss Massachusetts. Miss Oklahoma. California. Dakota. And that's it for our last semifinal competition.
In our third semifinal competition, our judges gave the highest evening gown score to Miss Mississippi, with Miss North Dakota second and Miss Oklahoma third. Ahead, a giant step toward the selection of our winner, when Michael announces the names of the 5 finalists who still have a chance for the title of Miss Teen USA. He'll do that right after this word from Crest.
Mommy, why did I get a cavity? Why?
Parents have to answer enough tough questions, so do all you can to prevent that one. Make sure you give your kids Crest. You see, Crest has Fluorostat. It's a unique formula, and no other toothpaste has ever done a test to prove it's better than Crest at fighting cavities. Crest, the dentist's choice for their patients, should be your choice for your children.
I hope I don't get a cavity next time.
Soon this street will be teeming with people, tasting exotic foods from all over the world.
Thank you. Is it good?
Good and spicy.
Now Anne is about to experience a problem that's universal.
Harp, I've got heartburn. Can you beat that?
As a matter of fact, I can.
Pepto for heartburn?
Sure.
As Pepto coats, it soothes heartburn, as well as upset stomach and diarrhea.
I didn't know you could conga.
I can.
Pepto-Bismol, the one that coats, is the only one you need.
The Miss Teen USA pageant from El Paso will continue after these words.
Win a trip. Not just any trip, a first-class summer trip. Play to win by watching 7 News at 4:30 and 10. During the weather, Ron Allen gives you the destination city password. The next morning, listen to KS 104 at 7:15 a.m. The 7th caller with the correct password wins a pair of first-class tickets to anywhere Piedmont Airlines flies in North America. Watch 7 News at 4:30 and 10 to win.
This is CBS.
Good evening, I'm Bertha Lynn. Coming up at 10 on 7 News Nightbeat, 2 Kuwaiti oil tankers are flying American flags tonight. We'll have details on what some call a perilous U.S. protection plan in the Persian Gulf. We'll take you to Bronco Camp, where rookie hopefuls are making some headway. And should you spend your movie money on Revenge of the Nerds Part 2? Dennis Ketterer has a review. Now this.
Do you want to save more money grocery shopping? Then you've got to think big.
Pat Schroeder in the White House will have a special report on her possible candidacy. Please join us at 10 for Nightbeat.
The frosted denims from Target. Men's jeans just $15.99. Junior's jeans just $17.99. Boys and girls frosted denims are also on sale. Frosted denim from Target. It's a good fit for the times.
Ever since this was the newest way to do laundry, Clorox has been helping you get clothes clean. Washing machines didn't stop there, and neither did Clorox. Now they make Wave Super Detergent. Wave is a complete cleaning system. A 3-part system that combines tough detergent, protein stain fighters, and something no one else could add, color-safe bleach from Clorox. Try Wave. It gets clothes clean enough for Clorox and you.
Check in with James Brolin on Entertainment Tonight.
Oh, boy. You can almost reach out and feel the tension and the anticipation in this theater right now. You know, thousands and thousands of young women all over this country had a dream, and then, of course, that list was narrowed down to 51, the ones you saw earlier tonight on this stage. We saw that 51 become 10, and now we're about to see that 10 become 5. And then, of course, for one of those 5, her life is about to change. Let's welcome back our 10 semifinalists. All right, you know, as they rejoin us, let me try something. Everyone in the audience who has already picked out their 5 favorites, please applaud. A lot of whistling. I have a feeling in Texas, whistling counts as applause. Now, as I pick up the computer printout, I want to congratulate all of our semifinalists on a job well done. They're really terrific, aren't they? Well, our new Miss Teen USA will be one of the 5 women I'm about to announce. It might be Miss North Dakota. Or Miss North Carolina. Or how about Miss Oklahoma? Two more finalists to go, and one of them is Miss Mississippi. And our 5th semifinalist is from Louisiana. Well, there they are, the 5 finalists for the title of Miss Teen USA 1987.
And so we know that our new Miss Teen USA will come from the 5 finalists. Miss North Dakota, Miss Oklahoma, Miss Louisiana, Miss Mississippi, Miss North Carolina. Michael will show us some different looks at our 5 finalists when we come back after this word from Folgers Crystals.
We're in Boston at world-famous Maison Robert restaurant. And we're secretly replacing Robert's freshly ground coffee with mountain-grown Folgers Crystals. Will it be rich enough?
It's delicious.
It's Folgers Crystals.
I'm shocked.
Why?
Because, I tell you, he only drinks fresh food. He can talk about how great the coffee's been tonight. This tastes like fresh ground coffee.
Mountain-grown Folgers Crystals. Coffee rich enough to be served in America's finest restaurants.
This tastes just like fresh brew to me. I can't believe it.
You mean this isn't for my mother? This is for me? Did a teenager invent this?
Announcing Always Slender, the thin maxi for teens.
Wait till you see. I can wear it with shorts, and no one will know?
Nobody? Always Slender is shorter and slimmer.
Terrific.
And the special dry weave covering means it's clean dry protection.
Really terrific. A teen-size maxi.
It's about time. The terrific new maxi called Always Slender. It's just for teens.
See what we've done for you. Thank you.
It's time for a really different mascara. Fresh Lash by Maybelline, the 24-hour mascara for lashes that go non-stop around the clock. Fresh Lash by Maybelline with a truly waterproof formula that lives up to its promise. Fresh Lash won't flake, smear, or disappear. So dive right in, make a splash. It's truly waterproof, so it stays on till you want it off. Fresh Lash, the non-stop, truly waterproof mascara by Maybelline.
Well, you know, from the time our finalists were babies, friends and family have been documenting their lives in posed and candid photographs. And we've arranged to have some of those pictures here for us to see and for the young ladies to tell us about. Now, they don't know which pictures we're going to be seeing, so let's get to know a little bit more about our 5 finalists, including, of course, the new Miss Teen USA. Let's begin with Miss North Dakota. All right, Dana, let's take a look at those 3 pictures that your family sent in there. Looks like you and Santa Claus, you and Mickey Mouse, you with an Indian. A lot of interesting friends, huh? Let's talk about you and the Indian there, picture number 3. Tell us a little bit about that. Who is that?
Okay. I don't know who that was. I don't remember, but it was in South Dakota in the Badlands. And I take it was a chief from, I don't know, but I do like Indians real well.
You don't know which tribe, though?
No, I don't.
You have a lot of interesting friends there. Tell us what you think the importance of having good friends is.
Oh, they are someone that you can count on no matter what. And it is very important that they are individuals and you can trust them no matter what.
Thank you very much, Miss North Dakota. And now, Miss North Carolina. Hi, Peggy.
Hi.
Let's take a look at 3 photographs that your family put in. What, it looks like sleeping and then a tree picture, some sort of sports picture. Let's go to picture number 2 there in the tree. Do you know what that's all about?
I was in a tree, and the reason I was in that tree is because I was somewhat of a tomboy when I was younger, and I liked trees.
Did a lot of climbing. How are your knees?
My knees are pretty scarred up right now. I wasn't too good at it.
Well, now, your childhood must have been a lot of fun. What's the importance, you think, of letting a child just grow up and be a kid?
I think it's very important. I think the reason I'm here today is because I was allowed to grow up on my own. I wasn't pushed into things that girls should be doing. I was a tomboy, and my parents let me grow out of that on my own, and I think it's very important.
Well, you grew out of it, all right. Thank you, Miss North Carolina.
Thank you.
Peggy Blackwell. Now we have Miss Oklahoma. Lynn, how are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
Good, thank you. Let's take a look at those 3 pictures. First one there, you and somebody else, maybe a little brother. Then the second one, a lot of flowers. And then the third one with a clown. Let's take a look at the third one there. Who's the clown?
Well, that's my little brother.
Oh, little brothers can be clowns. Do you remember what you were doing there?
Yes, it was on Halloween when I was about 10 years old, and I dressed up as the Roaring Twenties.
Now, you have a little brother there. Do you all get along together? Is a little brother special?
He's special, but he's still a brat.
A typical little brother, right?
Yes, he is.
Thank you, Miss Oklahoma. Aylin Kaufman. Miss Mississippi. You've got some Mississippi fans here.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, Christy Lynn Addis, let's take a look at those 3 pictures. Looks like sort of an acrobatics, gymnastics, and then the second one down there is basketball and maybe a majorette. Let's look at that second one, the basketball. Can you tell me about that one?
That was in the state championship, and that was taken this year. And we were 3rd in the state of Mississippi, and all my basketball friends at home are watching. Hi.
You're shooting the basket right there. Do you know whether you made that one or not?
Yes, I missed that one.
You missed it. Well, you work on a team there. What do you think the importance of teamwork is in your life?
Teamwork is very important. My family is the best team that I have, and they're all here. And teamwork plays an important role in everyone's life, and I think it's important to have teams and families and friends, and that's why I'm here today.
Thank you, Miss Mississippi. Christy Lynn Addis. Thank you. And now, Miss Louisiana, Bobby Brown. Hi, Bobby. Let's take a look at the pictures your folks sent in. Dancing, maybe at the top there, and down below that, looks like another dancing shot. Over here on the right, you got a bunch of friends. Let's take a look at that third picture. What is that one?
Okay, that was when I was in the 6th grade at my middle school, and me and my best friend Jennifer Mizell were in the talent show, and we won. So it was a great experience, and the first time I'd ever won anything, and I enjoyed myself thoroughly.
I like that. In the talent show, it looks like you won an Oscar or something like that.
I know, I'm like, I'm so excited.
Well, now when you go home, you're going to be kind of famous, you know. You're here in the top 5. How are you going to handle that with your friends?
My friends are great. It'll be just like always. I just will explain to them that I had a great time here, and it was definitely worth the while, and they're at home watching right now, hopefully rooting me on all the way.
Thank you, Bobby.
Thank you.
Miss Louisiana. Well, thank all of you ladies. And in just a few moments, our final voting. But first, we got to go to Tracy.
One of the biggest hits in country music history was El Paso, written by the legendary Marty Robbins. But that no song alone could do full justice to this wonderful city. So, let's visit it with the reigning Miss Teen USA, Allison Brown.
Out in the West Texas town of El Paso, I fell in love with a Mexican girl. Nighttime would find me in Rose's Cantina, music would play.
They named it El Paso because it marked the only year-round clear pass through the Rocky Mountains. Today, it marks a clear pass from yesterday to tomorrow, where a rich 400-year-old Spanish heritage lives side by side with technology and progress.
The hills and mountains that once looked down on Rosa's Cantina today find the new West all around them.
El Paso enjoys the vitality of that new West to the fullest, without ever losing the charm that helped it to become the fourth largest city in Texas.
Unique, prosperous, vibrant, and truly international, El Paso and its sister city, Juarez, Mexico, share much more than just the Rio Grande River.
Geography, economy, culture, all tie these two sisters together. Maquilas is a local phrase that represents a highly successful and unique experiment joining the two economies. Raw material is shipped to Juarez for preparation by Mexican workers and returned to El Paso for final assembly. The new Butterfield Trail Industrial Park is an example of El Paso's commitment to this mutual concept. The old Butterfield Trail once brought Eastern goods, services, and people to the American frontier. Today, it's broadened a little, but still serves ancestors of those pioneers.
El Paso is not only a gateway to the Southwest, it is also a pathfinder,
pointing the way to a new era of growth and prosperity. Tourism, clothing, boot making, copper, cotton, and electronics remain the largest industries in the area. But it's not only a good place to work, it's a great place to live. El Paso, really interesting, at the corner of Texas and Old Mexico. This is the home of the University of Texas at El Paso and the Sun Bowl. Just a few feet from this statue is the point where Texas, Mexico, and New Mexico meet.
You know, you can't fully understand El Paso in a day, or even a week. The people here have an energy and an optimism about the future that rubs off on everything. For me, though, this will always be a very special place. As I move ahead to my future, this fabulous Sun City in Southwest Texas will always be a part of me.
Well, the time has come for our judges' final vote. Now, all of our previous scores have been discarded. The thrill of having or seeing a dream come true is in everyone's mind right now as we approach what is truly a moment of decision. Now, as each young lady comes forward, the judges will enter into the computer a ranking. They will tell the computer whether that young lady is their choice for fourth, third, second, first runner-up, or whether she is their choice to be our winner. And we begin with Miss North Dakota. A lot of her pageant wardrobe was picked out by her father, who runs a woman's clothing store. Miss North Dakota is hoping right now that the judges are now adding a crown to that wardrobe. Miss North Carolina. Miss North Carolina has made plans to work at a radio station this summer, she says. Right now, our judges might be changing those plans. Miss Oklahoma. Well, can one Miss Oklahoma succeed another Miss Oklahoma? That answer might be coming from our judges right now. Miss Mississippi. Christy probably recognizes that Miss Mississippi is kind of a tongue twister to say. She probably hopes our panel is coming up with a new title for her right now. Miss Louisiana. Well, if you remember, Miss Louisiana has indicated a big interest in travel. And she has to be wondering right now if the judges are making Miss Teen USA's itinerary hers. And now our judging is over. Our computer has the name of our new Miss Teen USA.
That final judging was really exciting, and so is waiting to learn how it came out. With me are two of the most beautiful young women in the world. Each of them, along with tonight's winner, will wear one of the triple crowns of beauty: Miss Universe, Miss USA, and Miss Teen USA. First, from Chile, is Cecilia Veloco. She was crowned Miss Universe in Singapore almost 2 months ago. Cecilia, congratulations. I know you haven't had time to see too much of the USA, but tell us about Texas.
Oh, I love it. And the thing I like best is the people. They are so warm and friendly. Even the ones that are not Latin speak Spanish to me.
Really? Well, Cecilia, I would imagine that as beautiful as you are, you might find that to be true in Minnesota, too. And Michelle Royer, Miss USA, who's from Texas. I should have warned you about that. So, are you excited tonight?
We both are. Cecilia and I had never met before the Miss Universe pageant, and now we're like sisters. We share an apartment, we share all of our experiences, and now we're about to share something else.
Well, more than something else, we're about to share a new sister, and we can't wait to see who she will be.
We all want to find that out, and we will, right after this word from Secret, the official antiperspirant of the 1987 Miss Teen USA pageant.
Nervous?
It's just a reunion.
Uh-huh.
We were just good friends.
Huh.
You'll like him. He's very
Handsome?
nice. Honey, it's no big deal.
So why the new dress?
Well, I wanted to look
Huh? Why this new antiperspirant?
secret.
Yeah.
Because it works.
Honey, that stuff is strong enough for a man.
Uh-huh, but pH balance for a woman.
Oh, you are definitely a woman.
Oh, I like this attention.
Must be because you smell so fresh.
My new secret spring breeze.
Perfect for big nights with old boyfriends.
Or jealous husbands.
Jealous? Nah. But just wear this.
That's awful.
Exactly.
New Secret Spring Breeze, strong enough for a man.
But pH balanced for a woman.
Wow, that's some mouthwash. Tastes icy clean.
It's new. Peppermint.
It's blue. Why?
I don't know.
Powerful.
Certainly is.
Now the power of Scope comes in peppermint, too.
The way I see it, with a Stuff-It binder, you will automatically do better at school. You'll be more prepared. You'll keep better notes. You will impress your teachers. Above all, and this is important, you will always take advantage of every opportunity to learn.
Stuff-It, the binder.
Nice try, Squeak.
I want to ask you now to join me in saluting all of our 51 contestants in tonight's pageant. They have contributed to making this a very special evening for everyone, and we thank you, ladies. Thank you. Well, in a moment, we will say hello to the new Miss Teen USA. But first, right now, it's time to say farewell and congratulations on a job well done to our departing title holder, Allison Brown.
as I say goodbye to being Miss Teen USA, my thoughts are of the wonderful people who shared the experience with me, and of two who could not. I'm grateful to all of them, but especially I'm grateful for the love and support of my mother and my sister Shannon. To my old friends in Oklahoma and my new friends in California, I say thank you so much. And to my successor, congratulations and my very best wishes.
Well, thank you, Allison. And our final computer tabulation results listing our 4 runners-up and our new Miss Teen USA are now ready. And to assist us here on stage, we are joined by 2 of the world's most beautiful women, Chile's Cecilia Boloco, Miss Universe, and Miss USA, Michelle Royer from Texas. Well, the results have been reviewed by the representatives of the international accounting firm of Ernst & Winnie, and Mr. Mark Ward is going to hand me those results. Thanks, Mark. Now, before I read the results, let me just say that any one of you lovely ladies would make a terrific Miss Teen USA, and I wish you all the best of luck. Our 4th runner-up, Miss North Dakota. Our 3rd runner-up, Miss Oklahoma. Our 2nd runner-up, Miss Louisiana. Well, if you 2 ladies up there would come right down here and join me. Stand right down here next to me. You know, for thousands of young ladies, including the 51 you saw on our stage tonight, there was a dream. And for one of these 2, that dream is about to come true. Now, the role of first runner-up is very important because if for any reason our winner is unable to fulfill her entire reign, the first runner-up will take over. Well, I know everyone here is ready. Are you 2 young ladies ready?
Yes.
Here we go. The first runner-up is Miss North Carolina, Miss Teen USA, Miss Mississippi, Christy Lynn Addis. Well, it's time now for our new winner to take her triumphal walk. And as she does that, her predecessor, Allison Brown, will recite the Miss Teen USA creed. Christine?
This is your night. The future is bright. The world is yours. You've won it all. Just look at you. You're 10 feet tall. It's your night. Keep on shining your light. You captured every heart that's here. You won the night. You won the year. No need to conceal it. So come and feel it. Just love and live it. With all that you can give it.
We, representing the states of the United States in the Miss Teen USA pageant, in order to further the cause of peace, justice, and mutual understanding, do solemnly dedicate ourselves to the highest ideals of sportsmanship, friendship, and goodwill among all the people of the United States.
This is your night. The feeling is right. The choice is made. We all agree. This night of nights will always be yours.
Well, on behalf of Christy Lynn Addis, our new Miss Teen USA, I'm Michael Young saying good night, everybody.
Tonight is Mississippi's Christy Lynn Addis, as well as a brand new title, And the next year, she'll be known as Miss Teen USA. And we're all grateful for the opportunity of sharing this exciting evening with her and with you. Now, this is Tracy Scoggins on behalf of Michael Young, the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, and everyone at the Miss Teen USA pageant saying thank you and good night.
The 1987 Miss Teen USA pageant has been sponsored by Class Act, everything you need to succeed in school.
Portions of this program were recorded.
Next week, Tuesday gets tougher. Houston Knights returns with a special 2-hour presentation next Tuesday at 9, 8 Central and Mountain.